assists in the game?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I used to have I used to play with a big guy that yeah, every time he make a pass, he yelled, "Make me look good." And you know, so Shaq's philosophy was always just make the play. And when it comes to assists, it's really the other guys that wind up making you look good, man. And they did that tonight. I mean, they made shots and wound up having 17 assists. But it's our responsibility to put them in a position to get those opportunities. Tonight they made them.
What was going on with you and LeBron tonight? It looked like you guys were just having the best time out there.
We were actually. It's just it's a little different now. I mean, some years ago, both competing for championships, it was a little different. It was a lot more moody. Now it's a little different. I get a chance to really appreciate the competition and enjoy that interaction. And we've gotten to know each other very well over the years, so it's good to see him.
Was there a moment that changed this year, even in the preseason crowd, was talking very highly of you?
Yeah, I mean, it's changed as the years have gone on. I mean, we never really had much interaction until '08. And then it's just grown since then. This year, I think it's it's more than it's ever been.
That was people tried to make that into a thing. Like it was, I think, the next rivalry of the NBA. Hopefully, get TV. Hopefully, we get you versus LeBron.
How many rivalries can I have? I mean, I've been playing for 19 years. I mean, I can't. How many decades of rivals can I have, man? Like,
but like that, never really. Your path, team's path, his team's path never crossed in that way. I mean, when you think about this type of situation, you ever miss like what could have been with somebody you have a chance to play a guy like him in the finals?
No, absolutely. It's which makes me appreciate what I grew up watching. With Magic and Bird, because you understand how hard it is to get to those finals, and let alone as a fan seeing the two best players in the league match up with each other in the finals over and over. I mean, we were just really, really fortunate, all of us, to see that happen. And as a player growing up, once you get to that level, you want to have that same kind of rivalry. You know what I mean? Just never happened.
Kobe, 19 seasons in, when a guy like LeBron comes to State Center, do you find that you are just more reflective as a player, just more in the moment of appreciating kind of what this all is about?
Yeah, now I am. Now I am. It's I mean, it'd be a little different. I mean, if we were contending for a championship, it'd be a little. I'd be my same moody self, But right now, I tend to have a little bit more perspective, and knowing I really won't get a chance to play against him on the court for much longer. You know what I mean? So you want to enjoy it.
Was the Kobe tonight kind of the Kobe you envisioned as far as that Kobe being the type you are the last few years of your career?
I didn't know what it was going to look like. I didn't know, but I knew I had the willingness to adapt to whatever it was going to be, and make the necessary adjustments. So.
When you were on the bench, did you have your knees wrapped in ice? Or what was?
No, I was heat.
Okay, so is that new for you too? Have you been doing that?
No, I haven't. I don't do it too often, but I had to do something to stay loose.
What do you take from this game? He said, if we're out of playoff contention in March and things aren't going well, he would consider shutting you down for the rest of the season. Is that something you would consider? That's
a tough one for me, and I want to play, and it's hard. I want to play, but at the same time, I understand his position, I understand management's position, and I will do what they ask of me. But it's very, very, very hard for me to miss one game. Like I said, I'm not going to be here much longer. So the games that I play, I want to make sure that I'm playing and enjoying it and appreciating it. So.
What is the management position you understand?
Save these steps as much as possible. If my knees are a little bit sore, if the Achilles is tight, to try to get another year out of me. Probably, but it's me, man. If I say that's it, that's it. That's it.
I had a chance to listen to the second half, a little bit of the broadcast, and there was a lot of Reggie saying, you know, I hope people appreciate what they're seeing, and you know, incredible to see this at 36. And are you kind of ready to be, you know, sort of eulogized in a basketball sense in that way on TV, these broadcasts, when you were seen by the people?
Yeah, well, I mean, this is different for me, man, because I'm used to being hated. It's like, it's really unnatural. It's, you know what I mean? It's like you go up against somebody and they give you a hug. Like, wait, what the hell are you doing? No, you're supposed to say something nasty, you know. And it's really, it's a different feeling. But I'm really appreciative of it. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, it feels good. Getting a hug feels good.
How hard is it, like tonight? Fans are chanting, "We won, Kobe." The Cavs are on a run. It's the fourth quarter, and you got to sit there because you got only 6 minutes left. You can play. How hard is that for you?
No, it's hard, but you know, all the years of you know, it looking like I was tuning Phil out, I actually did listen to some of the Zen stuff that he would throw out there, because you know, being present, being mindful. Being able to detach yourself from situations and just be is something that's really helped me throughout this entire season. And you know, I joke about that, but I'm actually very serious. It's the ability to be calm and to see the big picture and to just be present.
Roby, what do you take from this game overall? Anything specific?
Zip.
Really?
Zip zero.
When you were a young Colt in this league and you went up against guys who were toward the end of their careers, guys 36, 37, were there a couple of them that you might have thought had stayed too long at this fair?
No, I don't know. I never really thought about it that way. Like I thought about it like.
I mean, had their skills eroded to such a point that?
Yeah, I mean, they probably weren't as sharp as they used to be. You know, but like for me, it was like chasing a wounded gazelle. I really didn't care. It was just, I'm going to kill him. So I never really gave it that much thought.
Hey, Kobe, the team wants to preserve you, but can you do this for one more year if this is the way it is? Sort of not really practicing as much as maybe you'd like, and playing the second night of back there. Can you do this again, do you think?
I mean, you know, I'll do whatever is necessary. I mean, I'll really just be present, just be in the moment.
Kobe,
you know.
As an observer, do you see any parallels between this Cavs team and the 2012-13 Lakers team you were on?
The 2012 team. What team was that?
Dwight.
Yeah, some, because you know, a lot of injuries are kind of taken away from their rhythm, and you know, it's difficult. You know, first year coach, and has to get to kind of know his players and what they like, and come up with a system where things are flowing and things are moving. And for Bryant, Kyrie, you know, and Kev to really get to figure out that rhythm. It does remind me of that quite a bit, and hopefully to get everybody healthy, keep everybody healthy, and figure that out. And I'm sure they will.
So push back. We keep waiting for you to blow up and say, "This is it. I'm playing. Put me in. I'm not sitting out." Is that ever going to come? I mean, are we going to see that? Because that would have been the Kobe from 5 years ago.
Well, the Kobe from 5 years ago could, you know, physically pick up this whole team by myself. You know what I mean? And I've always been a realist, though. Always. I'm not afraid to self-assess and be honest about that, and be brutally honest with myself. And you know, I could look myself in the mirror and say, physically, I can't do that. So I'm not going to do that. I'll do something else. I'll figure out how to do something else. And you can't achieve a level, you know, that level of anything if you're not brutally honest with yourself, man. Gotta be. And I am that. So that's why you're not seeing it.
So what's going through your mind tomorrow night watching the game? How are you adjusting to just sitting back and being a fan in this case?
Well, I take care of my body. You know, I do a lot of stretching, a lot of icing, massage. And after that, I enjoy my family. I enjoy my family. We'll watch the game, you know what I mean? And, you know, I'll show my girls different moves and plays and things like that, and what's going on and what should be going on and all sort of stuff.
Bryant said earlier this week that he took fault for the amount of minutes you were playing earlier this year. He had a number that was up here, your number was lower, and that he regrets playing that amount? Just what's your reflecting back on that time, those discussions, and the amount of minutes you were playing?
No, it doesn't matter. I mean, we trial and error. I mean, we tried one thing out, didn't work, we made adjustments, and now we're doing something else. I mean, it's not that big a deal.
Kobe, do you think you'll be able to handle sitting out if your team is in contention right now?
Well, yeah. I mean, if we're in contention, it's all the more reason to sit out. You know, teams want to do what San Antonio does, but you can do what San Antonio does because it's San Antonio. You got the talent to do what San Antonio does. You know, so it'd be easier, actually.
When you talk about that self-assessment, as the way you have to play changes and the amount you have to play changes and all that, do you adjust your assessment of whether, you know, how you're meeting the standard I'm sure you set for yourself in terms of how good you have to be at keep playing?
Yeah. No, it's still at the elite level. It's just different. It's different, man. It's more, you know, putting the pieces in the right place. It's more quarterbacking. It's more positioning, right? It's more strategic, and it's less foot on the throttle.
But you have to. I assume you still believe if you can't play at that level in one form or another, that's the level you need to be at to keep playing.
Yeah, man. I'll be at a high level. I mean, I can get 15, 10 assists, 8 rebounds in 30 minutes in my sleep.
Would you tolerate less?
I mean, is that less?
No, I'm saying would you tolerate less than that kind of elite level?
For myself, no. Absolutely not. Are you kidding? No. If I can't do that, I'll call it quits. I'm not going to see you guys, have you guys see me out there looking like, you crazy? You guys kill me enough as it is.
A couple more guys. Session, and that's just kind of meant to balance out the fact that you don't want to get shut down at the end of the year. Is that
No, man, it's really, seriously, I mean, it's like, I understand. You know what I mean? I understand. It's my responsibility to be ready every single night. When I step out there on the floor, give it my all. And they want to shut me down, they decide to sit me out, I will do what's asked of me. And it's that simple.